गुड इवनिंग डियर स्टूडेंट्स। जैसा कि हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं काइनेमेटिक्स की, ओके, मैकेनिक्स, ओके, a specific branch of mechanics is kinematics. When we consider the motion without considering the cause of motion, okay. So in our previous lecture we have discussed some of the basic things which we will be requiring in kinematics. Now going ahead in the same line, we will be discussing 1, 2 and 3 dimensional motion. Okay. Now you must have studied the coordinate system, axis x, y and z axis. आपको पता होगा, ठीक है, x coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinate, है ना. And in your mathematics in 10th class आप लोगों ने graphs भी draw किया होगा. To specify some particular point we use x, y and z coordinates. Okay. तो how these coordinates basically defines 1, 2 and 3 dimensional motions. We will be studying that particular thing. और कौन सा motion 1 dimensional, 2 dimensional और 3 dimensional है, let's concentrate it now. Now motion in 1, 2 and 3 dimension. Fine. Now if a motion is happening such that particle is going, okay, and this is origin and coordinates, okay, sometime it is here, sometime, so on, okay. Mean the location is defined only by one independent coordinate with time, okay. Mean an object is moving such that only one coordinate is able to define, only one coordinate is able to define the position of the body with time, then the motion will be one dimensional motion. One dimensional motion, okay. Only one coordinate, fine. Like this is your 0 0, okay, this is your 1 0 2 0 3 0 4 0 and so on, okay. Now realistic coordinate कौन सा है यहाँ पे? The one which is changing, the one which is changing with time. Y coordinate is always 0, so we will not be taking this into account, okay. So only one coordinate, in that coordinate is to be considered which is varying with time, okay. So only one coordinate is varying with time and that is able to represent, okay. So the motion of the object is one dimensional motion, okay. When the motion of object is happening such that only one coordinate is able to represent the position of the object with time, motion will be one dimensional. The body may be, moving along x-axis, along y-axis, along z-axis, okay. Having origin and thinking of x, y, z, this is my own choice, observer's choice, okay. Now, this thing we have to, know in a good way. Now, two-dimensional motion, okay. Two-dimensional motion. When two coordinates, one dimensional में one coordinate was requiring, when two coordinates out of three, that is x, y, z में से कोई दो, it may be xy, it may be yz, it may be xz. When two coordinates are able to represent the position of a moving object with time, okay. Only two coordinates we require to represent the position of the moving object, Okay, then the motion will be called as two-dimensional motion. Fine. Let's take an example. Now carom, okay, we play. Fine, this is the carom. Okay, striker you are placing somewhere here. Okay, that is hitting a coin here, hitting another. Fine, it is going like this, it is going like this. Fine. Now if we consider this as origin, this as one axis, this as another axis. Fine. Now to represent the position of, say, striker or coins anytime, we need to have two coordinates. When it is here, when it is here, okay, when it is here, we need to have two coordinates. So this is the motion in two dimension. Okay, motion of coins of carom. Okay, motion of coins and striker by playing carom. Okay, a lizard moving on wall is also example of a two-dimensional motion. Okay, कैसे चलता है lizard? ऐसे, like this, हल्का 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 कर्वी पाथ बनाता है. Fine, but it is unable to raise the head, it is unable to fly, है ना? Moving in the plane, always two coordinates will be used. When it is here, this coordinate and this coordinate, okay, along x-axis and y-axis, this coordinate and this coordinate will be used. When this coordinate and this coordinate will be used. Okay, so this is motion in two dimension, because we are required with two coordinates. The motion of lizard is a two-dimensional motion. Motion of lizard on wall. Now three-dimensional motion. Three-dimensional motion. Three-dimensional motion is when we require three coordinates. When we require three coordinates to represent the position of the body, okay, with time, then the motion is three-dimensional motion. When three coordinates are able to represent the position of object with time. यहां पे मैंने coordinates लिखा, complete term है independent coordinates. Okay, I mean there is no relation amongst the three. Okay, when three independent coordinates are required, okay, to represent the motion, then the motion is three dimension. Okay, now कब three का जरूरत होगा वो देखो. Let us see. Now this is your one axis, this is your another axis. Okay, now if our object is going in this plane only two coordinates will be required. Now अब उसको इस plane से उठना पड़ेगा for the third coordinate. ऐसे 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 like this, है ना, above paper से like this. Mosquito, honeybee, okay, birds flying using all the three coordinates. This is your origin, one axis, another is this on height, along height. ठीक है, तो all the three coordinates, ठीक, flying bird, okay, mosquito, okay, motion of nanoparticles, नैनो, ये क्या होते हैं नैनो पार्टिकल्स? बहुत स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स. ओके, लाइक आपने रूम में झाड़ू लगाया, ठीक है, झाड़ू लगा के वो डस्ट पार्टिकल्स जो सनशाइन के लाइन में नजर आते हैं, है ना, डार्क रूम के अंदर हल्का सा सनशाइन आ रहा है, अ रे ऑफ लाइट इज कमिंग, उसमें झाड़ू लगाया, पार्टिकल्स, जिगजैग मोशन, दैट इज मोशन नैनो पार्टिकल्स. इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन, न्यूट्रॉन, ये सभी स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स, ओके, दे आर नैनो पार्टिकल्स. तो इन सब का मोशन क्या होता है? थ्री dimensional motion. Hope this is clear. Now let's take one example. What is happening Now you have to tell me, okay, which type of motion is this? Now, sometime you are considering this. Okay. Now, your object is moving starting from here, ठीक है, and is going like this. Now, which type of motion is this? सीधा, ठीक. Now you must be thinking कि it's a two dimensional motion क्योंकि आप इस ओरिजिन के हिसाब से बात कर रहे हो. Now ध्यान देना, initially I told कि origin, axis, this is our own choice. अब what I'll be doing, मैंने क्या किया इस सिचुएशन में मैंने अपना जो कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम है, ओके, कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम को घुमा दिया. ओरिजिन मैंने यहां पे कंसीडर किया. ओके, one axis I have taken here along this, another axis I have taken here along this. Fine. Now what do you say? Which type of motion is this? This is origin, this is another axis, this is another axis. Now body is going along this axis, so only one coordinate will be required, है ना. मीन हमें कुछ इस तरह से सोचना है कि द कोऑर्डिनेट्स, नंबर ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेट्स विच आई एम यूजिंग, मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेट्स. ओके, थिंक ऑफ द मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेट्स एंड चेंज दिस एक्चुअल सिस्टम अकॉर्डिंगली, नो प्रॉब्लम. फाइन. तो उसके हिसाब से अभी आप इसको सोच रहे थे, यू वर थिंकिंग कि दिस इज अ मोशन इन टू डायमेंशन, है ना. This is not motion in two dimension. This is motion in one dimension. In simple word, if I say motion in straight line is always one dimensional motion. In the same way, if we take example of carom, okay, and a lizard moving on wall, a ant moving on floor, okay, ठीक है. तो जब फ्लोर के ऊपर थोड़ा zigzag हो जाए, not a straight line, okay, थोड़ा जिगजैग हो जाए, देन मोशन इन टू डायमेंशन. ओके, अगर स्पेसिफिकली कहूं, जब भी मोशन इन प्लेन होगा, प्लेन मीन फ्लैट सरफेस, ओके, जब भी मोशन इन प्लेन होगा, दैट विल बी अ टू डायमेंशनल मोशन. मोशन इन प्लेन इज ऑलवेज टू डायमेंशनल मोशन. ओके, अब जब भी हवा में ओपन स्पेस के अंदर जिगजैग मोशन हो रहा होगा, जैसे वो मॉस्किटोज इवनिंग के अंदर जिगजैग घूमते हैं, ठीक है ना. फाइन. हनी बी, ओके, या फिर वो जो घर पे मक्खियां होती हैं, फाइन. तो उनका पाथ एक जिगजैग पाथ है. फाइन, ठीक है. ना तो प्लेन में है ना स्ट्रेट लाइन में है, तो दे आर यूजिंग ऑल द थ्री कोऑर्डिनेट्स. फाइन. तो दैट टाइप ऑफ मोशन इन स्पेस, ओके. एक फाइटर, अगर आप फाइटर की बात करो, ओके, एक फाइटर प्लेन फाइटर जेट उड़ा, ठीक है, उसने रनवे से, फाइन, रनवे से रन किया एंड देन टेक ऑफ. तो मोशन इन थ्री डायमेंशन. जब टिल दैट फाइटर प्लेन इज ऑन, फाइटर जेट इज ऑन रनवे, रनिंग ऑन रनवे, मोशन इन स्ट्रेट लाइन, वन डायमेंशनल मोशन, ओके. और जैसे ही उसने टेक ऑफ किया, टेक ऑफ करते ही वो मोशन इन टू डायमेंशन में, फिर जैसे हल्का सा टिल्ट किया, हल्का सा कर्व घूमना शुरू किया, तो उसने 3 के 3 कोऑर्डिनेट यूज किए और मोशन इन 3 डायमेंशन बन गया. सिमिलरली काइट फ्लाइंग, है ना. अगर हम काइट का शुरू से, जब हम उसको उड़ाना शुरू करें, व्हेन वी आर स्टार्टिंग विद द फ्लाइंग, और टिल दैट इज गोइंग अबव इन द एयर, ओके, मोशन इन 3 डायमेंशन. फाइन. तो मोशन इन ओपन स्पेस इज motion in 3 dimension. Motion in space is motion in 3 dimension. Okay, you should be able to think, okay, और minimum coordinates के साथ सोचना है. फाइन. तो आपको बड़े आराम से पता चल जाएगा, ठीक है ना, कि किस तरह का मोशन कहां पे इन्वॉल्व है. फाइन. इनिशियली हम फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज की बात कर रहे थे. फाइन. और फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज we have classified in 2 parts. One was fundamental, okay, and another one was derived physical quantity. Now this now I am classifying, fine, these physical quantities on the basis of their measurement. Basically, again, some of the quantities, okay, they are called as scalar quantities, okay, and some of the quantities they are called as vector quantities. Okay, a third one also we have, basically that is not part of 11th syllabus. Okay, tensor कहते हैं बेटा उसको. Okay, fine. So three types of quantities we have. One is scalar, another one is vector, and another one is tensor. ठीक है. Now scalar quantity, like temperature की हम बात करते हैं, जैसे temperature we talk of. Okay, टेम्परेचर की जब हम बात कर रहे होते हैं तो वी से 33 डिग्री सेल्सियस. when someone is providing me information related to temperature and saying 33 degrees celsius, okay, I feel happy कि yes, sufficient information is provided. yes, मेरा ब्रेन मुझे पोक नहीं करता है कि some more information is required. okay, it means temperature is completely defined by magnitude only. Only magnitude is able to define temperature completely. Okay, when you leave your home, fine, अपने घर से निकले, घर से स्टार्ट किया, okay, and आप कहीं चले गए. when you came back, your father asked, okay, कि आप कहाँ गए थे. आपने वापस आए और आपने रिप्लाई दिया कि मैं 5 किलोमीटर गया था. Now, will your father feel happy? Satisfied? Answer is no. Your father's brain, will be poking him inside कि किधर गया था. 5 किलोमीटर किधर? In which direction? Then he ask you, fine, कि in which direction you went? किधर गए थे आप? Mean, speaking of 5 kilometer, providing information related to distance, related to length traveled by you, 5 kilometer, that is not sufficient. Okay, fine. ठीक है. हाँ ठीक है, जब वो फ्यूल की बात कर रहे हैं कि भाई कितने किलोमीटर चलना है जी, 5 किलोमीटर चलना है, दैट मे बी एनीथिंग. ओके, तो वहां पे हम डिस्टेंस की बात कर रहे हैं. डिस्टेंस के केस में सिर्फ 5 किलोमीटर, दैट इज मैग्नीट्यूड ओनली विल वर्क. This quantity is defined only by magnitude, but in some situation you say 5 kilometer, okay, then your father 5 kilometer mean आपने सिर्फ magnitude बताया. ठीक है, magnitude बताया नहीं, फिर father की तरफ से question आता है, in which direction बेटा? Then you say, okay, towards this, towards this, towards this point, towards this point. Mean you are providing information related to direction also. Mean the quantity your father want to define, okay, that quantity requires for its complete definition, okay, magnitude as well as direction. Correct? Fine. तो इसी तरह से some of the quantities they are completely defined by magnitude only, and some of the quantities they are completely defined by magnitude as well as direction. Okay, so on the basis of magnitude and direction, we classify the physical quantity in two parts. Okay, in two classes: scalar quantities and vector quantities. Okay, now scalar quantity, अगर अभी आपको पूछा जाए तो you should be able to answer this particular thing. If I ask you what are scalar quantities, then you will be saying, so those quantities which are completely defined by magnitude only. Okay, and if I ask you what are vector quantities, then you will be saying, so those quantities which require magnitude as well as direction for their complete definition. Okay, those quantities are vector quantities. Quantities which are completely defined by magnitude only, and quantities which require magnitude as well as direction for its complete definition are vector quantities. We will not talk of tensor quantities. Okay, they are not part of our syllabus. Now scalar quantities, vector quantities. Now some of the quantities we have, okay, which have magnitude as well as direction, okay, but are not vectors. What I said, some of the quantities we have, okay, which have magnitude as well as direction but are not vectors, like current, Fine. Have magnitude. 5 ampere current is flowing like this. ठीक है ना, आप सबको पता है कि डायरेक्शन मार्क करते हैं. Not only current, we have so many quantities like this. Okay, so these two conditions, having a magnitude and direction are not sufficient for a vector quantity. One more necessary thing is, it should be obeying. Only then we will be saying that quantity is a vector quantity. That is, when adding the quantity. Fine. ठीक है. अब देखो, आप सपोज जैसे आप करंट का एग्जांपल हम ले रहे थे. इन वन लाइन 5 एम्पियर करंट इज गोइंग. इन अनदर लाइन दिस इज 7 एम्पियर करंट. इस जंक्शन के ऊपर दोनों आए एंड आफ्टरवर्ड इट इज गोइंग लाइक दिस. तो 5 और 7 एंड 5 कितना बना? 12 एम्पियर करंट विल बी गोइंग इन दिस लाइन. ओके, इफ दे आर गोइंग लाइक दिस 5 ampere and 7 ampere like this, and result will again be same. Okay, I just want to say कि ये दोनों जो इनिशियल करंट्स आ रहे हैं इनके बीच में क्या एंगल है, that is not defining the total current. It means vector laws of addition are not obeyed. This is just a scalar addition only. 7 and 5 12, 7 and 5 12. Okay, so the thing is, the quantity, for any quantity to be a vector quantity, laws of vector addition should also be obeyed for the addition. मतलब उस क्वांटिटी को ऐड करने के लिए आपको वेक्टर लॉज ही यूज करने. ओके, अगर वो वेक्टोरियली ऐड हो रहा है तो देन वी विल बी सेइंग कि यस द क्वांटिटी इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. For the addition of the quantity, the laws of vector addition should be used. Now you must be thinking, what are these laws of vector addition? अभी इतना ही ब्रेन में रखना है. Okay, in next, somewhere in next, we will be having vectors. Okay, so in that particular part, we will be discussing these vector laws of addition in detail. Okay, लेकिन अभी इतना दिमाग में रखना है. Hope you have understood the basic thing. Thank you. Have a nice day.